This is tutorial number 1. This will show you how to open and set up DraftSight to prepare you for all future drawings. First thing you want to do is log onto your computer, find the DraftSight icon, and go ahead and double click on it to launch DraftSight. DraftSight in this class is what we are going to use instead of AutoCAD. If you can use DraftSight, you can easily transition that into using AutoCAD. As much of the buttons, the commands, the keyboard strokes are exactly the same whether you're using DraftSight or AutoCAD. The nice thing about DraftSight is it is free. You can go home and go to DraftSight.com and download either a Mac version or a PC version, and you can have access to the software for free, where AutoCAD is very, very expensive. The first thing that we're going to go over today is how to set up DraftSight for how we are going to use it, and then I'll break this up into separate tutorials that are smaller that will show you piece by piece what you need to know to complete each tutorial. The first thing we're going to talk about is setting up which toolbars to have active and how to set up your toolbars. So you can look and you see all these buttons, which you have no idea what many of these buttons mean, but for right now I just need you to find any button, it doesn't matter which one, right click on it and go down here until you see toolbars, and then left click on toolbars. What this brings up is the specified toolbars dialog box. These are known as dialog boxes, and this will allow us to check these boxes, which will bring out all of these different toolbars. And the following ones are the ones that I want you to have checked. By the way, this can also be found on the notes called DraftSight notes that are available on the shared folder. So you need to have the dimension toolbar checked, the draw toolbar checked, the layers toolbar checked, the modify toolbar checked, and as you can see, many of these are already checked for us. Properties, I'll show you what this one is. This one doesn't necessarily have to be checked, but I'll leave it checked so you can see what it is. We need the entity snap toolbar checked, which is back up here. It does go in alphabetical order, as you can see. Standard, we have standard. The styles toolbar checked. Text, and finally zoom, and go ahead and click OK. And once that happens, you start to see a whole bunch of toolbars all around the screen. I'm just going to bring them all out into the middle of the screen, and I'm doing this by grabbing onto the little circles or dots right here until I get this 4-pronged cursor and drag them into the middle of the screen. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to set up my screen. It would be very much appreciated if you set up yours the same way. That way, when I come to help you, it will be very easy for me to find what it is that I'm looking for. I can also explain to you which toolbar is which. This one right here is the standard toolbar. I know that because it has these standard options like open, save, new, print, etc. Okay, so I'm going to put that one there. The next one that I use probably the most is this guy right here. This is the draw toolbar, and I wish it told us the names, but unfortunately it doesn't. So this is the draw toolbar. It has line at the very top. I always put my draw toolbar on the left hand side. This is how it was set up for me when I was in college, and it just makes most sense to me. Next to my draw toolbar, I put my modify toolbar. A lot of these commands have to do with these, so I like them right next to each other. It makes things a lot easier to see. Underneath my standard toolbar, I'm going to go ahead and put my layers toolbar. So this is the layers toolbar. You'll find out exactly what this does and what this means at a later date. And from here on out, I'm just trying to give myself as much space as I possibly can. So generally what I'll do is I'll take maybe my dimension toolbar and put that guy right there. Maybe I'll take my entity snap, which is this guy, and put him up here. Here's my zoom toolbar. Put this guy over here. Here is what looks to be like a text style toolbar. That guy there. And this is my properties toolbar. And I'll take this little tiny guy over here just so I get more space, and I'll put him right up here in the top. So I'm trying to get myself maximum drawing space as possible and easily be able to set up each of my toolbars. So over here I've got draw, here I've got modify, here I've got layers, here I've got standard toolbar. This one up here is entity snap. This one right here is dimension. This one right here is all of the different styles. So this is our styles toolbar. This one right here is zoom, and this one right here is text. And that will do it for our toolbars. And feel free to watch this video again should you need to go ahead and get this set up. The last thing that we are going to do on this tutorial is we are going to go down here to where it says eSnap, which is known as Entity Snap, and we are going to right click on this button and go to Settings. Okay, once that comes up, we get the basically this is going into options within DraftSight, and I need you to check certain boxes in here so your cursor will behave appropriately. So the ones that we are going to check are, we're going to check endpoint, which is end right here. We're going to check midpoint. We're going to check center. We're going to check quadrant. I don't want node checked, so I'm going to uncheck that. I don't want insert checked. Perpendicular is checked, and tangent is checked. I'm going to uncheck intersection. And also keep in mind I can come back in here at a later date and check these or uncheck these as I see fit. So I'm going to go ahead and click apply and click close. And again, I can right click on this and come back into settings and check them, turn them off or turn them on as I see fit. And again, you don't really have any idea what those mean as of yet, but they will be a big part of what we are going to do. So this concludes the first part, getting it set up so we can start drawing, and I'll continue on with the next tutorial. We'll see you when the next tutorial starts. Thanks.